Most beginners walk into the gym thinking one thing: lift heavy, look shredded. They've scrolled through endless feeds of fitness models and hulking powerlifters, and they want those results. The game plan is simple. Go in, find the heaviest weights you can possibly move, and grind it out until you look like a Greek god. It's a powerful, intoxicating vision. But here's the cold, hard truth. That exact mindset is why a staggering 80% of new gym goers quit within the first month. Their initial fire fizzles out into a pile of ash and a forgotten gym membership. They walk away feeling defeated, convinced that fitness just isn't for them, that they don't have the genetics or the willpower. But they're wrong. Today, I'm exposing the #1 mistake that sabotages nearly every beginner on day one. It's a silent killer of gains, a destroyer of motivation, and the fastest ticket to injury and burnout. And listen, it's not what you think. It's not a lack of discipline. It's not because you skipped your cardio session or didn't buy the latest pre-workout powder. Those are just symptoms of a much deeper problem. The real issue is something far more primal, something that lives inside all of us. I've seen it 1,000 times. A new guy walks onto the floor, his eyes scanning the racks. He sees someone else benching 2 plates, and a switch flips in his head. He loads up a weight that's far too heavy, his form breaks down completely, his elbows flare out, and he barely gets the bar off his chest. He's not training his muscles, he's stroking his ego. The biggest mistake is chasing ego lifts instead of mastering form. It's choosing to impress the people around you for a single, shaky rep, instead of building real foundational strength that will serve you for a lifetime. This single error is the root of all frustration. It leads to painful injuries that can set you back months, and it creates plateaus you can't seem to break because you're not actually stimulating the muscle correctly. You're just learning how to cheat better. True strength isn't about the number on the side of the dumbbell, it's about the control, the precision, and the integrity of every single movement. We've all felt it, that magnetic pull of the heavyweight section on day one. You walk into the gym, a world of iron and ambition, and your ego starts writing checks your body can't cash. You see the highlight reels on your phone, the perfectly lit, adrenaline-fueled personal records, and you think, that's what strength looks like, that's what I want. Everyone wants to bench press the world on day one. It's a powerful, intoxicating desire to prove yourself, to feel strong, to skip the line and get straight to the victory lap. But what actually happens when you let your ego be your coach? The reality is brutal and unforgiving. It's not a triumphant shout, it's a silent wince. It's the sharp, pinching pain in your shoulder from a bench press your rotator cuff was never prepared for. It's that sickening pop in your lower back during a deadlift with a spine curved like a question mark. These aren't just temporary aches, they are debilitating injuries that can haunt you for years, making it painful to even lift a grocery bag, let alone a barbell. And the results you were chasing? They never arrive. You end up with chronic shoulder pain, nagging lower back injuries, and absolutely zero muscle growth to show for it. You're just accumulating damage, not strength. Sorry, but that Instagram PR culture you've been sold? It's a lie. It's the biggest lie in fitness. It sells you the destination without ever showing you the map, the treacherous terrain, or the years of patient travel required to get there. It glorifies the 1-rep max, the single moment of peak performance, and completely ignores the thousands of reps, the meticulous preparation, and the unwavering discipline that made it possible. You're seeing the tip of the iceberg while the massive invisible foundation of hard, unglamorous work remains hidden beneath the surface. So let's talk about the truth. The unfiltered, unsexy, but incredibly effective truth. Here's the secret. Your muscles don't have eyes. They can't read the numbers on the plates. They don't care how much weight is on the bar. What they care about, what they respond to, is tension. Pure, unadulterated, mechanical tension, applied with absolute control. Perfect form isn't just about looking good or avoiding injury, it's the fundamental mechanism for creating that tension. It ensures you're activating the right muscles, the ones you actually want to grow. Think of it like this: you can swing a heavy sledgehammer wildly and maybe chip a rock, or you can take a lighter chisel and a hammer, and with precise, controlled strikes, sculpt a masterpiece. We are not rock chippers, we are sculptors. This is why the best in the world, the true professionals, don't ego lift. Watch them. They train like scientists in a lab, not circus acts in a tent. Every movement is a calculated experiment. The warm-up is deliberate, activating the exact muscles and movement patterns they'll be using. Each rep has a purpose, a specific tempo, a controlled descent, a powerful ascent. They are masters of the mind-muscle connection, feeling every fiber contract and stretch. They log their progress, not for likes, but for data. They understand that true strength is built with a scalpel, not a wrecking ball. They are playing the long game, building a resilient physique brick by brick. So how do you adopt this mindset? How do you fix it? You start by earning the right to lift heavy, and that journey begins with mastering the most important weight you'll ever lift, your own body. Beginners should build foundations first. Forget the barbell for a moment. Can you perform 20 perfect full range of motion push-ups? Can you execute 30 deep, controlled bodyweight squats with an upright chest? This isn't a step to be skipped, it's the essential curriculum for learning how your body moves. It builds proprioception, stability, and the neurological pathways you'll need later. Master your own mass before you try to move a mountain. Once you've built that base, you introduce new tools to challenge it. Add resistance bands and dumbbells for control and stability. Dumbbells are incredible teachers. They force each side of your body to work independently, exposing and correcting any strength imbalances you might have. Resistance bands provide what's called accommodating resistance, meaning the tension increases as you move through the rep, teaching you to be explosive and strong through the entire range of motion. Start with goblet squats to perfect your squat pattern, dumbbell rows to build a strong back, and banded pull-aparts to bulletproof your shoulders. Only then, once that form is locked and solid, do you progress to barbells. The barbell isn't a starting point, it's a promotion. It's a reward you've earned through discipline and perfect practice. When you can goblet squat a heavy dumbbell with a perfect upright torso, you've earned the right to put an empty barbell on your back and learn that new skill. When your dumbbell bench press is stable and controlled, you've earned the right to feel out the barbell bench press, starting with just the bar. Treat it with respect, because at the end of the day, it comes down to a simple choice. If your first workout, or any workout, is about chasing PRs at the expense of form, you're not training. You're gambling. You're betting against your own body, and the house always wins. Training is a long-term investment in yourself, built on consistency and intelligence. It guarantees returns. Gambling is a desperate plea for a short-term win with a near-certain outcome of injury and frustration. So, leave the ego at the door. Choose to be an architect, not a demolition crew. Pick up a weight you can own and let's build something that lasts.
So if you're just starting out, remember this. The barbell doesn't care about your ego. It doesn't care who's watching or what you think you'd be lifting. It's an impartial judge of discipline. The biggest mistake is letting pride write checks your body can't cash. Forget the guy next to you lifting a mountain. Your journey is your own, and it starts with humility. Focus on mastering the movement. Start with the empty bar. Perfect your form until it's second nature. Think of it like building a skyscraper. You can't rush the foundation. You're form that foundation. A weak one guarantees collapse, and in the gym, that collapse is called injury. Every perfect rep with light weight is an investment in your future of lifting heavy. This is what it means to train smart. Listen to your body. Learn the difference between the burn of effort and the sharp signal of pain. Embrace rest days, because that's when growth happens. You don't get stronger the gym, you get stronger from the gym. Stay injury-free, and you'll actually last longer than 99% of beginners who flame out. They chase numbers, get hurt, and vanish. You'll be different. Your progress will be steady, relentless. If you're done with fake fitness advice and ready to build real, lasting strength, prove it. Hit that like button to join the movement. Subscribe and ring that bell so you never waste another workout. We're a community that values discipline over ego. Drop a comment below and tell me one fitness myth you're leaving behind for good. Your journey to real strength starts now.